this is actually the finished product now. We're down to 100% just the metal. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video, we're actually gonna be in my own little home garage here and doing some stuff to Onyx that definitely needs to be done and needs to be addressed. Don't mind my messy garage, it's packed full of junk. Anyway, so what we're gonna be doing today, guys, is we're gonna be dealing with this spot on Onyx and taking and sanding this area of the car down, getting it prepped and getting it redone because this just does not look good. And of course, it's not gonna be finished in this video, but we're gonna try to get as much prep work done as we can, getting that all sanded down and feathered out. Because what I'm probably gonna do is sand this whole top side right here from the door jamb all the way back to the tail light back there, and just do this upper quarter portion of the quarter panel. That way I don't have to do the whole thing, because down here looks fine, nothing wrong with that. But we're gonna take and move the car around a little bit because it is kind of tight over there, so we're probably gonna end up backing the car in. That way I got more room, because there's more room on one side of the garage than there is the other. So we're gonna get that done and try to get sanded on this thing. Meanwhile, we got little man up here playing some NASCAR, doing some drifting.
Dad, I think my tires are worn out.
Think your tires are worn out? So my son said that it would needed new tires, so we went back to the infield garage and we're actually gonna take and do a little bit of work to this thing, try to make it better. But the actual design of this thing, like the scheme and stuff, kinda mocked off the late model that I do run and race. And for those of you that are new to the channel, I actually do run a late model stock race car, which is also gonna be on the channel a lot more, so be sure to stay tuned for that. All right, so we got him going now. Let's see some driving skill that you got from your daddy. Come on, show us what you got. It's actually not too bad, Tucker. It's pretty good for a 5-year-old, sir.
Whee! I got too fast.
Proud of you, dude. We did that just to give myself a little bit more room on this side. I was gonna back it in, but I figured, you know, just pull it over, give myself enough room to take and at least stand there and sand it down. It should be fine. So what I'm gonna do now is get everything taped off and try to get this thing to where I can start sanding and not have to worry about hitting any corners or edges. Because what I'm gonna have to tape off is all of these edges here on the top half of the car. What I'll probably do is tape off a good 4 to 6 inch spot right here and should be good. Then we're gonna tape off from the body line down a little bit so we don't accidentally hit the paint with the sander, and we're gonna open the trunk lid and just leave it open. It should be fine. So let's get started on that, try to get this thing somewhat sanded down and prepped and ready to be repainted. Alright, so I think we got pretty much all of it taped off. Like I said, I'm only going to do this spot right here because that's really the only spot that needs attention. I honestly don't know how this happened. I mean, it's just like a stress fracture almost, but right here, like the primer, it almost, you can like scratch it off with your fingernail. And it's sort of like it had some impurities in the primer and the paint just didn't stick to it like it needed to. And I honestly think that's what happened over time. And then of course, going to the drag strip a little bit and throwing a little bit of torque on the chassis. And you know, that could have been one of the factors as well. Because you know, this thing be making like 2,000 foot-pounds of torque. It actually don't, it makes like 610 foot-pounds of torque, which is still really good for a little nitrous 302. Stock bottom end, might I add. And sorry about the lighting in here. I know it's not the greatest, but I gotta work with what I gotta work with. I can't do this at the shop because we're just, you know, we're just too busy and I can't have it sitting there taking up a bay. And I do not want it outside with the paint sanded off, so we're gonna leave it in this garage for now and just get it fixed while we got it here. Also, I don't know if you can tell, well, you can see it actually with that light on it good. There's some spots right here too where it's got like some impurities in the primer. underneath the paint, and then it just started sort of fizzling up over time. It's not bad though. Like I said, I paid $1,000 for this paint job 7 years ago, and this is the first issue I've ever had out of it. So I'm still happy with it, and there's nothing I can complain about. But we're gonna start with getting this thing sanded down and try to get it to the primer. Probably gonna start off with some 150 grit. I didn't really want to go down to an 80 grit because I felt like 80 grit would just take too much paint off at one time. So I went with a 150 grit, and then I'll go up from there once I get to where I want to be. And for those paint and body guys in the comments, I am not a professional painter or body guy. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've ever done some of this stuff. It's just stuff that I know of, that my dad's really good at this stuff. So he just kind of tells me, and he says it works or not, and then that's what I do. He knows what he's talking about, and I'm sort of the newbie, but I like to learn, and that's what we're doing here. Trying to do a little body work, try a little bit of painting for ourselves, and maybe try that. And maybe in the future, I'll try to actually take and spray the F100 myself instead of paying somebody to do it. And the tools we're gonna be using today for this job is courtesy of Harbor Freight. Got this thing for like, I think it was $39.99. And it's just a little electric orbital sander. I do not have a air compressor here that's gonna run my air DA. So I just figured, well, I'm just doing a little spot. Why not get a decent little electric orbital sander? It should do exactly what I need, and it should be fine. Let's get this thing out of the box, get started. Alright, so we'll show you what we got done so far on the car. Hang on, let me get my hood off. Got a little bit done, pretty much almost down to the metal in most spots. I wasn't gonna take it down to the metal, but it just came off so easy right here, all the way down to the metal. So I just decided, you know what, just take all this down to the metal, and that way we can just fresh start, brand new primer, brand new coat of black, and it should be just fine. And we will blend the paint here in this body line. That way it'll be a little bit easier. I may even blend it just a little bit under the body line there and we'll color sand it and stuff, and that way it should blend just fine. But I'm actually pretty happy with that little electric sander. It works really well. I was surprised at how good it worked, and like I say, it's doing the job just like it needs to do. Another Harbor Freight for the win tool. All right, so I know I've had y'all on a couple of time lapses already, but this is actually the finished product now. We're down to 100% just the metal. So we're gonna take and probably leave it where it is as of right now. I do have to get a few things from the paint supply shop and pick up some primer, some sealer, and some masking stuff and stuff like that, because I don't have the plastic to tape off the whole car. And as you can tell just from sanding that one little quarter panel, this thing is absolutely filthy. And before this, it was minty clean. It's all right though, I was just a little lazy and didn't get any plastic to go ahead and tape off the whole car. Not a big deal, I'll just take and blow the car off. And after I do that, I'll tape off the whole car and make sure it's clean underneath. That way I don't have a big mess to clean up once I'm done, and try to keep all the overspray from getting on it. If you don't tape off the car good, it will get overspray on it. I don't care. You've got to do that stuff right. If it has one little air pocket it can get through, it's gonna get through it, and it's gonna stick to the paint. Even though you could have just put wax on it, it'll still stick to it. It might wipe off, but it's still aggravating to deal with. Definitely excited though to get Onyx little crack patched up and fixed. I'm pretty big on how my car looks, and that one little crack right there with the paint chipped off, that was just a gigantic eyesore for me, and I can't handle stuff like that. I gotta have that stuff fixed. Except for my window tint, I really could care less how it looks, and that's for you gearhead who always post in my comments, when are you gonna get the windshield banner fixed? And I hadn't got it fixed yet because of your comments. But no guys, in all seriousness, I am gonna end up getting the windows redone because the window tint does need to be fixed. Let me show you some stuff on it as a matter of fact. So for a couple of you that have commented on my window tint in the past, yeah, I got this crease right here where it's bubbling and peeling off. Got some chipping right there. And the windshield banner, yeah, you can see it's all peeling and stuff and not very good. And on that side, got the same thing about right through there. You can kind of see it. There's a bubble right through there. In the rear, you can't see it really at all right now, but it looks bad. It is gonna be fixed. It's just one of those things that's been like very last on my list and just not at the top. But that's gonna do it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to smash the thumbs up down below. It really helps out the channel. And also, if you do like what you're seeing on the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date with all the videos that'll be coming out on Onyx and a lot of the other projects we got going on. And with the new year of 2023, I'm gonna be trying to get as many YouTube videos as I can out to you guys. I'm actually gonna try to do 2 a week from here on out. If I can do it, I'm gonna try my best, but it is kind of hard considering I work full time and all that. But like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, as for me and Onyx, we're out.